Hello students. Okay, this is 8.1 video notes. The guided note page should be at the supply shelf. This will be on the same paper that your notes previous from just the previous video are. Okay, so this video is about exponents. Now you might have heard of an exponent, but I think this is the first time you guys are going to be learning about how to use them and what they mean. So first of all, let's define what an exponent is. An exponent is a number that indicates how many times you multiply a base number. Okay, so let's read that again. We have an exponent. An exponent is a number that indicates how many times you multiply a base number. So you might ask, what is a base number? Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay, over on the right side of the paper, we have a 3 that's big and then a 4 that is small and raised. This 3 is what's called our base. This is our base. You can think of it like on the bottom, so it's the base, like your basement. And then we have this number right here, which is called the superscript. Now, I'm not going to use that word very much, but that's the official word for that number. But we can also call this the power. So this 3 and the 4, how you would say that in words is that this is 3 raised to the 4th power. Okay. Now, 3 to the 4th power, so the definition, right? If we go back to the definition, it's a number that indicates how many times you multiply a base number. So we're going to multiply this 3 4 times. And what this looks like is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Like that. So this is the multiplication expression version of 3 raised to the 4th power. Okay? So let's look to the left here to this box. We have 2 equals, and then we have 4 2's. So we're going to fill this in. Now, another way that we can write a multiplication symbol is with a dot. So we're going to use dots. Now we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now, when you write it on your paper, you can do it either way. You can do it with an X or with a dot symbol like this. Either way works. So if we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, then 2 would be raised to the what power? Go ahead and write that on your paper just above the 2 right here. Okay. All right. So, excuse me. Okay. So now that we have a little bit of an introduction of what an exponent is, let's practice. We have 3 exponents here along the bottom of your paper. And we are going to, expand these into a multiplication expression. Okay. So we have 2 as our base. So 2 is going to be our number that we are multiplying over and over again. And it's raised to the 6th power. So we're going to multiply that 6 times. So we're going to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and times 2. Oof. For exponents, you will be asked to evaluate these exponents, which means that you are going to have to figure out what 2 to the 6th power is. So 2 to the 6th power, we have, we have 2 times 2, which is 4. 4, and then that leaves us with 4 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Like that. Because we multiplied these two together. We're going to multiply these two together. 4 times 2 is 8. So then it's 8 times 2 times 2 times 2. Then 8 times 2 is 16. Okay. And 16 times 2 times 2. And then 16 times 2. 16 times 2 is 32. And then we have one more 2. So then what we have here is the answer to this is 64. So 2 to the 6th power is 64. Okay. We have next our second problem here. Our second exponent is 4 to the 3rd power. So that means 4 is our base. So 4 is going to be the number that we're multiplying. So it'll be 4 times 4 times 4. 3 times. And let's figure out what the answer to this is. We have 4 times 4 here, which is 16. And 16 times 4, which is also 64. There you go. Okay, now when something is raised to the 3rd power, we can call it cubed. So this is 4 cubed. And this only works with something to the 3rd power when the number that's raised is a 3. We can call that 4 cubed, or whatever the base number is, cubed. Okay, the last one is 6. 6 to the 2nd power, which our base number is 6, and we're going to multiply it 2 times, just like that. Okay, and then we are going to evaluate this, but this one's pretty easy. The 6 times 6 is 36. Now, there is a special way that we can call this too. When there is something raised to the 2nd power or to the power of 2, we can call that squared. So this would be 6 squared. So 6 squared equals 36. If the base number is 4, it would be 4 squared, which 4 times 4 is 16.